to firstly say I think it's a very it's a very diverse range of people who are here. Some people who know Balagopal very well. There's Professor Shrita here, Professor Baba here, Shiv Sundar, all of whom are very close. I'm sure many other people have very close relationships with him. There's also some of you all who I don't know how well you know him or if you have any idea of him. The other people who have learned based on what we have communicated, and all of us have we've constantly talked about Balagopal, so I think that audience as well was over here. So it's a very diverse range of people who are here today, and that itself is very, to me, it's very moving and very interesting. That that what either by the simplicity of his life, or by the clarity of his thoughts, or by what he's expressing, people still feel compelled, and people feel the need to connect to what he's saying. That is so fascinating. And I think one more thing, I think Krishna had shared how when they called Umar Khalid for a lecture, I think in the Human Rights Forum, and he said that he's a very rare human being. The people like that come but rarely. And so there's a sense in which he remains extraordinary in all our minds and all our ways of thinking. Perhaps maybe more for the younger people here who may not fully know him, that will inspire you to go back to that really wonderful website called balagopal.org, where all his writings are archived. Just one or two small instances I'll share about the way he reasoned. Again, the film captures that, right? Where he's a person who's traveling constantly, is with people constantly, and thinking constantly. It's a very rare, very powerful combination, really, of all three coming together. One example I'll share, which is I think he spoke about it in the Deepa Dhanraj film more fully, where he says that when a political prisoner or an Naxalite was arrested, they'd go to the police station to tell the police that you should not be detaining him, it's against the law, trying to get him released, etc. He says when we went to get him released in the police station, the police, he says, would make fun of us. They'd say that, see, we have detained your political prisoner, we also detained this thief, this other person, this murderer, etc. You don't care about any of them, you only care about your own political prisoner. He says the police were not interested in the fact that we should care about him, but they were only interested in exposing our one-sidedness. He says from that we learned one thing. We learned one thing, that you never formulate a protest in terms of an individual or grouping you belong to, but you formulate it in universal terms. Meaning you never say torture of a Naxalite is wrong. You say torture is wrong. Right? And that's a very powerful way of, I think, just thinking, right? How he thought was, I think, the most powerful, and really the most. Thank you again for really making the film. Thank you so much for that, because it again reintroduces or makes Balagopal again familiar in a very different way. It just brings him back to life again in many ways. So